So let's open up this DB Power camera and have a look and see what's in the package. Very securely wrapped. Fortunately I've got scissors and knives, so here we are, good. I ordered this a few days ago and it's been waiting for a little while for me to have time to give it proper attention. Okay, so this looks very nice. Just to open up the box. Notes before use. 80% of customers found this guide helpful. So that's, yes, it's got a lot of good beginners tips like how to open the case, how to start the Wi-Fi apps. A lot of people have trouble with that, and to be honest, on a lot of cameras the Wi-Fi app can be a problem. This one uses Final Cam. I've been using Final Cam for a while and it seems to be quite good, so hopefully it'll work well with this camera as well. And then there's some useful information about how to deal with Amazon customer services. So let's get the camera out first. And here is the camera, nicely protected. Comes in its waterproof case. It's the same design case as quite a few of these ex5000 lookalike cameras use. This one's really nice. It's got a nice white front panel. It tells you it's Wi-Fi on it. It's got an obvious microphone on the front and the normal slots in the side for the memory card and everything. So I'll take that out and put a memory card in it in a minute. Now I've made a whole great unboxing video of this camera, but it really is much too long and I want to get in some action shots. So just very quickly, cleaning cloth, charging cable, spare battery, instruction books, quick start guide, that's a very good touch, I've not seen that before, and some tie wraps. Then you get the straps that work with these bases, a spare latch for the case. Now that's a brilliant idea. Some of these three-way adapters, a J-hook and a flat slider thing as well. This is the case that came with the camera. This is an open case. I've actually got this camera in another open case at the moment. They came with another camera because all these things are interchangeable. And here you get the adapters to and from the tripod mount, and finally a handlebar mount. I've done some bike filming with this camera. So all the bits and pieces that you need in order to use the camera with an accessory kit, or indeed for quite a lot of things you need nothing but what comes with the camera. Before we get into a few shots that I've taken outside with this camera, I did just want to run through setting up the Wi-Fi. So the first thing you need to do is connect to the camera as your Wi-Fi router. Your phone will eventually warn you that you need to reconnect to the internet, but just tell it no when it does that and you'll be fine. So you see I've connected up to the camera now. So now I'm going to go and find the Final Cam program. Which is on my phone. So there it is, just starting Final Cam, and I'm going to have to add this camera because I've already got a previous sports camera that I've added that also uses Final Cam. So there's the camera, second one down. Just going to add that and type in the password again, and there we are. I'm just connected to it, and you can see that's the phone screen again with the shot from the camera of me holding the phone. You can also set settings and do all sorts of things, but that's basically just how you connect. So here I am using the head harness to do a little bit of filming for a review for another product, actually, something I actually bought, which I thought I'd like to make a review video of, and I'm using the head harness here. I'm not actually using a viewfinder, so occasionally you'll notice the shot goes wrong, but you can see how useful the head harness with an action camera is if you want to film yourself doing a little job. Leaves your hands free to get on with it. Now any camera is only as good as the photographer, and I did struggle to find a clip I could use from our Sunday afternoon paddle because I'd forgotten to set the camera to automatically overexpose. All these action cameras have that capability because you can see there's a lot of sky in that shot, and quite a lot of the time everything else is a bit too dark. Sue in the front there is okay and that lawn's okay, but a lot of those trees and so on, if I'd set it to overexpose automatically, would be much better. Anyway, That's on the helmet mount on my canoeing helmet. It's basically a curved sticky base, one of the ones that comes with an accessory kit rather than one of the flat ones that comes with this camera, and it gives you the opportunity of filming yourself while you're paddling, or you know, you can stick the same things on a bicycle helmet or whatever really, and wherever I look it films. So that's quite good, because if I'm looking around I can see, I can film the stuff that I can see. And again, from our trip on the river, here are just a few stills. That's us in Hennerton backwater, and as you can see it's a very, very beautiful scenic place, and this camera doesn't take bad stills at all. And here we are playing around in the water. I threw Sue's two boys in the water, and then we had a bit of a swim, which was great fun. And this was indoors in poor light, my grandson playing, but you get a sense of motion from the slight blur on his aeroplane, because that's the thing that's moving. In the evening the light was pretty poor, the camera's on a handlebar mount, so you can see that even in poor light in the evening you can still get a useful image if you want to use it as a safety camera or something. Now the time-lapse photography is really for doing things like taking photographs of flowers opening and so on, but here I have it taking a shot every 2 seconds on my cycle home from work, just for a bit of fun, to show the sort of thing that you can do with it. You can see all the shots look pretty good. They're very disjointed because each one's only displayed for a fraction of a second. So there we are then, just a summary. That's the camera. It's got a lovely white front and a black body. It looks really smart. It's as good as any of my other action cameras. The only thing it doesn't have is a night scene setting, which one of my other ones has. The night scene setting is quite useful, although there's a limit to what you can get out of one of these things in poor light, and this one doesn't perform badly. Sorry for some of the photography not being very good. That's not the camera, that's me. And I hope you found this video useful, and if you buy this camera I'm sure you will be very happy with it indeed.